potential for some storms, right?
Yeah, so very similar to yesterday, except that the storms will probably hold off until late afternoon after, say, 4 o'clock. Looking at our Providence hurricane barrier camera this morning, visibility is good there. Skies mostly sunny. We did have some fog that reached into Narragansett. That is lifting this morning. That fog will continue to thin out through 9 o'clock. A few surfers out in the water this morning. Plenty of spots at the beach to set up your chairs. Looking at our threat tracker, we're going to keep it in the green for the morning and even early afternoon. It's not until late in the day that we'll bring in those thunderstorms, gusty winds possible as well in any storms that develop. In fact, going to see some wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour during the afternoon, and they would be stronger in any storms that move through. Tonight, that threat tracker will drop back to low as things quiet down. And it's quiet right now on live Pinpoint Doppler 12 radar. Many dry hours ahead throughout the day today, with temperatures into the lower 70s to start the day and warm things up quickly. We'll be up to around 80 to 83 degrees by 9 o'clock this morning. And you combine those warm temperatures with high humidity, measuring that moisture in the air with our dew point up into the mid to upper 60s. That is very muggy, and it's going to be an uncomfortably hot day for you. You need to make sure you stay hydrated. If you're sending the kids out to camp, you need a water bottle, loose fitting, light colored clothing. So we've got the heat and humidity here in the eastern U.S. This is going to interact with a cold front and trough that are headed through, and it's right along those that some storms will be firing up through the daytime today. The higher risk for severe storms, at least in New England, over western and northern New England. It's in that slight risk, with a marginal risk of some stronger severe storms further south and east. Those storms expected to weaken a bit as they push into our area. Still could pack a punch, though, and this is what the timing looks like. This is at 10 o'clock this morning. Plenty of sunshine right into 2 o'clock this afternoon. But a heads up towards the evening commute. This is at 5 o'clock. Notice that line of thunderstorms expected to be approaching northwest Rhode Island with some heavy rain, some gusty winds with those. They'll continue into the early evening hours and maybe even an isolated storm in the early part of the night. But then by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, not only is it expected to be dry, but the air will feel drier too. The humidity will drop significantly for tomorrow. But today, hot, humid, windy, gusts up to 30 miles per hour along the coastline. We'll be in the 80s most of the day at the beaches. Inland spots between 90 and 95 for most areas. Situate near 90, 94 Burrillville, 93 Foster, 92 East Providence, lower 90s Taunton, Seekonk, and Attleboro, 90 in Freetown, and between 85 and 90 New Bedford and Fall River. If you are headed to the beach, a couple of things to look out for. One would be the late thunderstorm threat, but also a moderate risk for rip currents in our waters today as those winds pick up out of the southwest, strong enough to create those choppy seas both along the beach and up the bay. So small craft advisory in effect for Narragansett Bay during the day today. Looking at our 7-day Futurecast, once we get through today's heat and humidity, we get a break from it. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Check out that morning low Wednesday. Another comfortable night for sleeping Wednesday night into Thursday. The heat and humidity return Friday into the weekend. Another stretch where we could be into the 90s. You want to check out WPRI.com for the latest Futurecast anytime throughout the day. And now we're back out to the roads to find out where the trouble spots are.